Okay, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over a small news update for BNGO. This is not a fundamental analysis, neither is it a technical analysis with neither opinionated opinions, but merely just a news update from the last week or 2 weeks to inform you guys if you guys haven't been keeping up with the news. So first of all, we're going to go over how they were nearly kicked off the Nasdaq compliance here. But it has regained compliance from the Nasdaq, so because of its minimum bid price requirement, so it's back on the Nasdaq now, which is good news. That was old news, January 13th, so a couple of days ago. The second one is how they have hired Dr. ARKG Holdings. Let me just switch to a red pen here. You guys will probably see it better. They have hired Dr. ARKG Holdings, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, to help them with FDA clearance. Now I believe he's taken other companies through FDA clearance before, so they're trying to get Dr. ARKG to help them with FDA approval. So this is a positive catalyst for BNGO. And then we can take a look at the Vanguard buying 12 million shares. 5.5 million shares. Sorry, I can't read. They have bought 5.5 million shares back in November, I believe, which is a lot of shares. As you guys can see, the biggest holding for BNGO, which is a positive indication. And then we look at Twitter. This is actually a screenshot I've taken from Twitter of Simon Barnett. Simon Barnett now is one of the leading figures within the BNGO ARKG sort of lingo. Now, why ARKG is the ETF that is managed by Cathie Woods. The tracker ETF that is managed by Cathie Woods, and Simon Barnett is part of the ARK team, which is on the ARK company. So, and he's in charge of the biogenomics and the biotechnology sector. So that's why everyone's talking to him. But why ARKG, ARKG is the ticker. Why that's involved with BNGO is because if ARKG decides to invest in BNGO, that could be a massive catalyst for the stock itself and could boost it to a surging in a very bullish trend. And now this specific tweet here has received a lot of criticism on Reddit, Twitter, stock tweets, and a lot more social media platforms, because he was talking about how he hasn't had much more experience with BNGO. This is a comment I stole from Reddit. I will credit this in the comments, but it's a screenshot from YouTube posted on Reddit, but I've put it back onto YouTube now. Funny that. But they're talking about how they're tired of karyotyping, which is the original sort of version of biology and chemistry that they're using right now, but with the ARK Invest analysis was Simon Barnett here, but he's sort of downplayed it and said it's not as good. But really, actually, the biochemists and the people part of the biochemistry community are actually saying it's a very good product that they're producing. This is sort of an irrelevant trader from Twitter, but I thought it might be useful to look at. But BNGO, so PACB is actually the sort of competitor that a lot of people are saying is the competitor for BNGO. Now, Simon Barnett have been saying that Simon Barnett has a very strong emotional connection to PACB and is sort of favorited towards PACB in the ARKG index fund. ETF fund. So yeah, they're just talking about an inverse relationship here. I thought it might be useful to show this in the slides today here. And then this is quite an interesting bit where Cathie Woods is in charge of ARK Investments, which is the company that's in charge of ARKG, ARKG, the ETF managed tracker fund. She's saying that FANG stocks will be the next. Genomic stocks are the next FANG stocks. FANG stocks are in fact the big technology stocks, so Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. She's saying that, like, Moderna, BioNTech, Novavax, all the new biotechnology, DNA, CRISPR stocks are going to be the next. So yeah, ARKG, the ETF, are going to be the next FANG stocks, which is the big thing. Here I thought it'd be useful, not exactly too relevant, but this is in fact all of the holdings that ARKG has and all of the companies. You guys can see that it's a volume weighted ETF, so they've got all the volume here. If you guys are interested in that, that's just there. You guys can have a look at that. And then this was interesting. I grabbed this off StockTwits. By BNGO is actually followed by Simon Barnett, so that is an indication of sort of interest, a positive indication that Simon Barnett might be looking into BNGO, and perhaps a leading indication towards ARKG investing. Well, if ARKG does invest into BNGO, that's a catalyst. That's a massive catalyst for the BNGO stock price. The price action will be bullish, definitely 100% bullish. If ARKG, like a massive institutional investor such as ARKG puts its money into BNGO. This I will put a link down in the description if I can find it. But this is actually just a video about this is a PACB professor actually not criticizing BNGO, is actually congratulating BNGO about their discoveries and stuff. So it's actually a positive indication to BNGO. And then this is a patent from their report, government website, about BNGO's new patent, I believe, patenting, I don't know the word for it, but patenting their new product. And this is actually very interesting. This is a PACB agreement between PACB and BNGO back in 2012, I believe. I can't see the exact date, but it does show that they were complementary and that they were actually working together at once. And here is Simon Barnett again talking to members of the community, talking about the BNGO. Oh, okay. Now if we go on to the political side of things, we can see that Joe Biden, the new president-elect, has actually named Eric Lander as the new science advisor. Now, why this is so key is because he is actually one of the biggest players in genomic discovery. So he is a very big player and catalyst, and we can see within the next 2 years that we can expect a lot more genomic budget based towards the genomic. So here we go. This is from the Sun, I believe, or was it the Times? He's a geneticist, so he's working on genomes and stuff like that. Again, this is President-elect Biden just requesting money to boost the COVID-19 response. Well, why this is important is because this is an article from BNGO's website, be talking about how the BNGO is actually related to COVID-19, how the BNGO product is actually related to looking and identifying COVID-19 symptoms with the product's called Sapphire here. This is actually a really famous person, I believe, Nick Carter, and this is Simon Barnett again engaging with BNGO and Nick Carter. So there's a lot of Simon Barnett is a key player here. If ARKG does invest, well, that's a lot of shares and a lot of price boosting. And here is BNGO. This was a long time ago. This was January 7th. Actually, not that long ago, about a week. But this is them talking about how they IPO'd to offer more stock because they were actually not making enough profit. I think they're actually under revenue. So they are in fact, they had to make an IPO they had to make a public offering of common stock to sort of get more liquidity and cash to work with. This is where their earnings is actually expected March 9th, 2021. So that's very soon. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. It could go either way, to be honest. And now, finally, when we're looking at the technical, to be honest, I think this is a very positive and very bullish chart. We can see that it's touched the trend line 3 times here, to be honest. And it's a very bullish indication. But as we can see here, it has a bullish run, Okay, actually I think I have a line here. It has a bullish line. It has a bullish run here, and then it comes down again, and it has a bullish run, and then it comes down again, and then it has a bullish run. Let me go to the previous slide. So bullish run, comes down again, bullish, comes down again, bullish. So I feel like we can expect another sort of bearish run. And this bearish, you see every time it's bearish, it touches this trend line. I feel like this bearish is going to touch the trend line again here, and then it's going to go up. So this is already indicated by here. You see this straight, all these candlesticks that are red. This bearish indicator, it is coming down. So buy this dip if you are bullish on this stock. If we can see here that this RSI, this is the 70 line, my bad screenshot, but we can't see the 30 line, but the 30 line is way below here. It has overextended over the 70 line here, which does indicate a big reversal. So yeah, the price is reversing now back down to this trend line, but I have a price target of about 10 on the stock here after it hits the trend line and then back up. I mean, yeah, that was basically it. That was basically my stock news. I did say that I wasn't going to be opinionated on it, but towards the end I did give a price target. My apologies for that. My also apologies for if I did not credit your information. If my sources and my information, please do just comment if I did not credit you, and I will be gladly to take it out, take the video down, or anything like that. Yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please do subscribe and hit the like button down below. Yeah, peace out.